work today, so spend the day with me as I pretend and imagine what my life would be like as a full-time author. I started the day around 5:30 a.m. and of course the first thing I needed was some coffee and to get outside and have a little bit of Bible and prayer time in the fresh air and with the sunrise. It is 7 o'clock now and I have come inside to hop in the shower and get myself put together for the day before I head downstairs for breakfast and to get to work. "8 a.m. and it is time to sit down and get to some planning and a little bit of breakfast. While I ate my breakfast, I decided to go ahead and get to work on some social media posts for my clients. After updating my planner, I decided it was time to jump into my Notion and reset my Notion Kanban board for the week. I went through and moved any tasks that I completed last week, but that are repetitive tasks that will need to be done again this week, or recurring tasks that need to be done this week as well. I went ahead and moved those over and reset my lists for the week. This round of the Rough Draft Challenge for me hasn't truly been about drafting. I have been taking my time outlining book 2 and looking through my edits for book 1. And I have really been spending some time reading comic books and taking notes and figuring out how I want to move forward with this series. I have been contemplating the idea of rewriting book 1 into first person from third person and continuing on the series in that way. I haven't fully made up my mind on this, but it's something I've been thinking through and know that it would be a huge undertaking to rewrite book 1 completely into first person. So it's something that I'm definitely taking my time and thinking about before I move forward. So it seems like for this round of the Rough Draft Challenge, I'm not necessarily going to be working towards a word count goal. I'm not going to be drafting probably, but I am still making forward momentum. I'm still making forward progress, and that's what matters. Book 2 of the Forgotten Kingdom series is a Little Mermaid retelling, and in my version, my main character, Alethea, she does have magic. But she doesn't quite realize how strong it is, as her father, who in this book is going to be the villain, has suppressed his daughter's magic, and so she doesn't realize just how strong she is. And so I really wanted to read other books where the main characters are kind of coming into themselves, coming into their abilities, whether they have them naturally or they gain them later on in the story, and just seeing how that changes them and how that pushes their character development. So as I read this comic book, I am taking notes and writing down different ideas that come to me, and once I finish it, I will go through and I will add all of these notes to my outline and continue growing that outline out. It's about 9 a.m. now, and I do have some errands that I need to run here in a little bit, but as you can see, this office is an absolute disaster, so I'm going to take some time to get it cleaned up and to get this monitor set up that I brought from work, since I haven't had a monitor set up in this desk set up before. I decided to take the opportunity of being home and take the dogs to get their nails clipped. As you can see, here's Dobby enjoying his ride in the car. One of the things I always loved about working from home was not having to worry about meal prepping or buying lunch at work. I could buy things like this sushi or other meals and enjoy them right from the comfort of my own dining room. If I ever got the opportunity to be a full-time author, then this would just be one of the benefits that I would get to enjoy, getting to be at home and have lunch with my husband. Getting to work from home would also free up extra time for me to do my work as a virtual assistant. Because as you can see, I'm in the car now. It's about 1 o'clock now. I went and took the dogs to get their nails clipped, went back home, had some lunch with Nick, and now I am out running a few errands. I needed to return some shoes, and I need to go mail something out at UPS. And then I'm gonna head back home and try to get in to some work. I might go sit out at the lake for a little bit and try to get some work done out there. I think that if I had the ability to be a full-time author, then I would really just take advantage of that time and like the different areas and environments that I have around me. I know I would definitely spend as much time outside as I could, working from coffee shops, that kind of thing. So I'm not gonna go to a coffee shop today, but I know that I would definitely want to work outside as much as I could. So I think that is what I'm going to try to do. So I'll bring you guys along for that, and we'll see what else I can get done today. Okay guys, so I cleaned up the office, but I didn't get a chance to set up this monitor earlier, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Okay guys, here is what I am working with so far. I got the new screen up here, got my laptop stand over here, moved my pen holder over here, and I got my iPad here. So I will be able to connect either the iPad or the laptop to the external monitor, whether I'm doing my actual 9 to 5 work, or I can now use this monitor when I am writing and doing VA work and all of that. So this would be maybe not the perfect setup, but a great setup if I was actually going to be working from home, or if I was actually going to be able to, be writing full time. This would be a good setup to start out with. We do have another one of those Alex desks from IKEA in our bedroom where Nick's dialysis stuff is. Once he's done with dialysis, eventually that desk will be mine, and I will get rid of this setup. I don't know if that desk is actually pretty long, so I don't know that it would fit in here. As you guys probably know if you've seen any of my live vlogs, this desk is in the closet of this office. So I think that desk would fit in here, but it does have the 2 drawers that hold up the top, and I wouldn't really be able to pull out the drawers very far in this closet because I do have closet doors over here to my right. So I think eventually the whole setup of this room will change, and once I get that desk, it'll go out in the actual room in between my bookshelves. But for now, this is a good setup, and this would be a perfectly good setup if I was able to start writing full-time and be an author full-time. So I'm very happy with how this looks so far. I think I would maybe finagle things a little bit more, move a little bit more stuff around. But yeah, overall, I'm happy with this. So I do unfortunately still have all of this back here. The back part of the office, or the actual office proper, is still a mess. I have all of Nick's dialysis stuff in here. This is kind of our storage room. And there isn't really much I can do about that until he gets a kidney and is no longer on dialysis, but it is what it is. I'm grateful that we have this room, that we have this extra space. that we don't have to like keep all of this out in our living room or something. The kind of crappy part is that because he's doing hemodialysis right now and not at-home dialysis, we don't actually need any of this. So it's all just kind of sitting here. He is eventually going to get back on peritoneal dialysis, so eventually we'll start using this again. But right now, it's all just kind of sitting here in basically just a storage room. But yeah, eventually I will get that Alex desk that we have in the other room that has the 2 drawers like this with the tabletop on top. And that I'm thinking will go right here where these boxes are in front of my pictures right here. And that'll be my desk setup, so that'll be fun to do eventually. Maybe I'll get rid of this thing, although this thing is like super heavy, so I don't know how we'll get it downstairs. But as you can see, things are still kind of a mess in here, but I do have my little, as you saw, and there is like a mess in here also down here, but the desk tabletop is nice and clean. I'm excited to be able to use that external monitor. So yeah, I think now that I've got that done, I'm gonna get myself a little snack. I'm gonna sit down and get some writing in. Okay guys, well, I've hit a little bit of a snafu because it turns out that my laptop, my personal laptop, does not have an HDMI port. So I can't connect the external monitor with that, which sucks. I know I have other cords somewhere. Granted, still don't know if they're the right cords, but I know I have other cords somewhere. But they are like in this closet, one of these baskets or bags that I have around here. And I really want to get to some writing, so I am just going to write off my iPad for now. Honestly, that's kind of better because Scrivener's on here anyways, now that I think about it. And I can use my little typewriter keyboard. I may look it up and see if there's a way for me to connect the iPad to that. I don't know that there is, without, I'm sure, some kind of like connection or transfer or something. But yeah, for now I will just do what I can and I will figure this all out another day. Okay guys, I'm not gonna lie, it is several days later from when I was filming that day in the life pretending to be a full-time author vlog. I didn't realize until just now when I was editing it that I never actually closed out that video. I never ended it. The last thing I think I showed was like either coming home from somewhere or cooking dinner or something. But I never actually finished out the vlog. So I just wanted to come on and say thank you so much for watching. That was a fun little experiment, getting to pretend to work, fully from home, get to pretend to be a full-time author and kind of live my life the way I would if I was a full-time author. Granted, I didn't get to do as much writing that day as I would have liked because we had a lot of errands that needed to be run and things, and Nick can't do a lot right now because he just had his procedure and everything. So it wasn't full writing the way I would have liked. However, this coming Monday, I'm going to be working from home again. And Nick is going to be leaving for a doctor's appointment and stuff. So I think I might try to do it again then. I won't post that vlog again like directly after this one because I don't want to do the same, exact thing twice. So maybe I'll post that one in a few weeks or something, but I think I'm going to attempt it again and see if I can actually get more like full dedicated writing time and see how much I can get done. I think what I'm going to be doing next is just like full long rewriting the Hollow Crown, or like going into draft 2 of the Hollow Crown vlog, and just film for however long that takes, whether that's a few weeks, a few months, whatever it is, and then just have one full vlog. I don't know for sure because that might be kind of long. I like the idea of doing that, but it might end up being too long, so not 100% sure, but that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing right now. So we'll see what ends up happening. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed just taking a peek into a day in my life. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope your writing is going well. I hope you're having a good April. I hope spring is starting to come around wherever you are. And happy writing. I will see you guys in the next one.